Thanks very much, Paul, and congratulations to Reed Corporate and the team for putting on such a wonderful event. It's great to be back here again. And thank you to all of you guys who make this event possible and sit through a couple of days of quite punishing presentations. We had quite a frustrating year last year. Obviously, we were held up in the central west of New South Wales with the floods. So last year, for 9 months, we lost a bit of action on the ground, but we're trying to make that up as rapidly as possible. And I'll just talk through what we're up to at the moment. The standard disclaimer, you can read that on our website. Just a quick look at Talisman and its profile. We've got some highly prospective gold and base metals exploration portfolio across 2 areas. Our first one is our New South Wales Lachlan origin-based project. 5 sub-projects in that area covering parts of a significant part of the Cobar Super Basin. Multiple commodity opportunities, copper, gold, lead, zinc, silver. We've also got our South Australian Gwalia Craton project, which we announced in January of this year. We've acquired the Mabel Creek IOCG project, and I'll go into a little bit more detail on that later. Obviously, we're in the right neighbourhood here for a Tier 1 discovery. I guess one of the things that I wanted to spend a little bit of time explaining is we've got a unique value proposition in the junior exploration space, and that is because we have a uncapped 1% gross revenue royalty over the Wonmunna iron ore mine in the Pilbara region of Western Australia. Now that's run by Mineral Resources, a small company over west. 13.6 million in royalty receipts from when production started in March 21. Now what that's meant is we're funded for our exploration projects, and there's still some time to go on that project. It delivers us, circa 500,000 to 600,000 on average per month. They pay monthly. The last check that we got was just today, so that was 750,000. So it funds our exploration programs, and that allows us to run exploration programs of between $5 and $6 million consistently every year, which is unheard of for a junior explorer. And we haven't raised capital since 2016. We've got multiple field programs running at the moment in New South Wales. And I'll go through those in a bit more detail. Obviously, experienced board and management. Again, I'll go through that in a little bit more detail. And we've been actively pursuing and looking for new growth opportunities within Australia. Well, just our corporate overview. Obviously, experienced board and management led by Kerry as our non-executive chairman. There's over 100 years plus of resources experience amongst the management team and the board. Not that we're just a bunch of old blokes. It's, we've got some really good experience across multiple commodities and across multiple phases of the mining industry. Our purpose is pretty straightforward, and that's to generate superior returns to our shareholders. And we operate under those 5 pillars of safety first, people, integrity, innovation and accountability. Got a very tight capital structure, 187 million shares on issue, cash of around 10 million at the moment, as well as the ongoing royalty income, an EV of about 22 million, no debt, share price about 18 cents at the moment, so definitely one to watch out for. I think as an exploration company, it's very important that we focus on our methodology. We're greenfields explorers. This is a hard slog. I'm not going to sugarcoat that greenfields exploration is a persistent process. You've got to be persistent. And there's multiple stages that we go through in that process. I'm just going to play a little video now so you don't have to listen to me prattle on for the next 15 minutes. And it's basically just gives you an outline of what we're doing in our New South Wales Central Lachlan project at the moment and the environment that we operate in. Oh, I can see it. Oh. Technical hiccup. Well, maybe we won't play that and I'll just continue to... Oh, there we go.
Australia's mining industry has always been a major player in the global resources market. And Talisman Mining is proud to be at the forefront of exploration, targeting the next generation of mineral discoveries to meet surging global demand for future-facing metals. With 2 project areas targeting copper-gold discoveries in New South Wales and South Australia, our purpose is to generate superior returns for our shareholders through the exploration, discovery, development and commercialisation of high-value mineral resource opportunities. With a strong cash balance, an ongoing royalty income stream and a powerful investor base, we are well positioned to unlock value for our shareholders. Our flagship Lachlan Copper Gold project in the world-class Lachlan Fold Belt of New South Wales covers over 6,400 square kilometres of prospective tenure, with exploration focused on 3 main mineral deposit type targets: VMS, porphyry copper and orogenic gold. Through 3 active work streams, we are continuously generating and prioritising targets, which has led us to the commencement of an active 10,000 metre drill program across multiple high-priority geophysical targets in early 2023. This focused and systematic approach is designed to deliver cost-effective exploration while constantly replenishing our exploration target pipeline. Our drill program aims to test priority geophysical and geochemical anomalies which indicate the possibility of significant mineralisation. Drilling operations commenced in early 2023 and will continue for much of the year, with all our activities being undertaken in close consultation with key local stakeholders and communities, including local landowners and pastoralists. Our team on the ground has developed excellent relationships with all key stakeholders, ensuring we can execute our exploration programs without interruption. In the meantime, our extensive ground geophysics program, covering over 56 kilometres across 15 anomalies, is also screening for drill-ready targets, using electromagnetic and induced polarisation methods to identify concealed sulfide mineralisation and deliver drill-ready anomalies. Our in-house auger drilling program of over 5,500 drill holes and rapid in-field analytical geochemistry provide a generative target pipeline. By testing basement rocks below shallow cover, we can quickly build a subsurface geological model to start generating blind targets from geochemical response. Our owner-operator auger rig, coupled with the use of the proprietary CSRIO detector technology, gives us the ability to rapidly quantify low-level gold in soil samples using a PXRF analyzer, leading to fast turnaround of geochemistry results and responsive follow-up drilling. In South Australia, our Mabel Creek IOCG project is located on the same belt as the Tier 1 IOCG deposits at Prominent Hill, Olympic Dam and Carrapateena. This underexplored terrain has been identified as highly prospective through the 2020 Gawler Challenge, and we're excited to be acquiring generative data sets ahead of our maiden drilling program in late 2023, early 2024. Talisman Mining is committed to achieving excellence in every aspect of our operations, and we are proud to be part of Australia's thriving mining industry. Join us on our journey to discover the untapped potential of the Australian outback.
So that's a lot quicker than listening to me prattle on for a while. But basically, I guess what I wanted to step back quickly and do is just have a quick look at our regional geological interpretation in New South Wales that the team's come up with at the moment. Basically, we know we're in a mature mineral field, and the key here is that there's the areas undercover we know have not been well explored to date, and there's a significant area of our tenure package that hasn't had any exploration. We know the mineralisation is structurally controlled and that structure below cover is poorly understood. We know that all significant deposits have a gravity anomaly, that airborne electromagnetics is a powerful tool that we can use. So from progress point of view, where have we got to? From an identification aspect, we developed a regional metallogenic framework in consultation with Dr. John Horonsky, who's a well-known explorationist. And we've done some mineral system mapping to understand what mineral systems are in what areas and what we should be doing to find them. Large-scale geological mapping and regolith geochemistry programs are underway. And we're looking for copper, gold, lead, zinc, silver systems here. We did 2 large regional airborne geophysical surveys last year, which I spoke about at the conference last year. So from a definition point of view, where we've got to, we identified over 50 conductive and gravity anomalies from that geophysical survey, or from those geophysical surveys. 12 of those geophysical targets were nominated as drill ready, and we're drill testing those now. 15 target areas we're doing some more geophysics on. 23 target areas require some more geochemical work. And as you saw in the video, we purchased the portable PPB technology, which is helping us turn around rather than waiting for 4 weeks for lab assays, for gold in particular, but it also works to a degree on copper and silver. We can turn around things in about 8 hours. So the geophysics, we put this announcement out last week. That's already turning up some results. We got 2 discrete priority IP anomalies on a prospect that we've called Stella. We're drilling there as we speak. Look, we've had some interesting sniffs, and there'll be much more to talk about in relation to Stella lately. In terms of drill testing, again, we've kicked off an 11,000 metre RC program. We're over halfway through that program at the moment. A lot of samples to the lab. We've got about 77% of those back at the moment. We're extending the program, as I mentioned, we're drilling at Stella now, and we've got Rip and Tear, which is also a geophysical anomaly that came up out of our recent surveys. And we've got the Capina North Gold prospect, which looks interesting. We've got an intersection there last year at 40 metres at 0.5 gram. So we're going back to have another look at that. Durnings, we put this announcement out on Monday. We've got some interesting intersections there. Complex area. It's just to the south of the Mineral Hill mine. We think it's part of a much larger mineralising system, but we've got more work to do there and more drilling. So Mabel Creek, as I mentioned, this is a project we picked up in January, and it was an area initially identified as part of the Gawler Challenge. So, we're pretty fortunate to have that ground. This is elephant country, so they're surrounded by Tier 1 deposits here. You've got Carrapateena, Prominent Hill, which were Oz Minerals mines, and of course Olympic Dam. There's been no on-ground exploration there for quite some time. And interestingly, the tenure spans a major deep-seated east-west trending fault system, and we know that is interpreted to host the Hiltaba granite suite, which is theorised as the genesis for the Olympic Dam deposit. And obviously the ground's in a good neighbourhood. It's surrounded by all the majors, so that gives some credence to what we want to do there. The tenements should be transferred late this month, early next month, in which case we can finish off negotiating the native title agreement and hopefully get on the ground with a view to doing some geophysics and some diamond drilling late this year or early next year. So we've got a full work program planned for the next 9 months. There's no gaps there, except the boys might get a bit of time off over Christmas. But, we're fully funded for that work program. And, I think we've got all the right ingredients, just in closing there, to create the next multi-billion-dollar minerals business. As I always say, and I'm sure everyone will agree, we're only one drill hole away from success. Thank you.